Welcome back to another FPL video. Right now it's the international break, but I'll start preparation for game week 8. In this video I'll take a look at the game week 7 review, my team for game week 8, an updated watch list for midfielders and forwards, and I'll take an early look at the game week 8 captaincy. So let's have a look. A friendly reminder, it's the international break. A lot of players will play a lot of minutes during the next week, so please hold your transfer even though some of the players you want are rising in price. Hold your transfers to have as much information as possible when making your transfers. If you want to learn more FPL strategy and want to learn how I got 3 top 10k ranks including a 157 in the world rank, watch this video. $65 points and a great green arrow for me in game week 7, but when we take a closer look at the team, it wasn't really that impressive. I had Saka captain, which got me 32 points, but other than that it was only Mbeumo and Van Dijk delivering. So I had 8 players in my squad that blanked, but 65 points, decent week, and hopefully I will continue with the green arrows going forward. Some of the players really disappointed in game week 7. Semenyo, he had a great fixture against Leicester, and Rodgers and Watkins as well playing against Man United. I was really expecting some points from them, but hopefully they can deliver in game week 8. So let's have a look at the team. On paper, this team looks ready for game week 8, mostly good fixtures for most of the players. However, I'm not really sure that Van Dijk will start for me if Mykolenko is fit. Right now he is yellow flagged, so hopefully he can be ready for game week 8. If Mykolenko is ready for game week 8, I might be tempted to start him ahead of Van Dijk playing at the Stamford Bridge against Chelsea. Semenyo will be on my bench. This was part of the plan. When Bournemouth has tough fixtures, Fulham has the opposite, so I'm playing Smith Rowe this game week and Semenyo will be on the bench. If some of my players gets injured during the international break, I will play Semenyo of course, but hopefully I can get through the international break without any injuries so I can save my transfer and have 2 free transfers going into game week 9. So the team looks good for game week 8, but I'm not planning any transfers right now. There are still a lot of international games to be played, so a lot can happen. But I will give you an update on the watch list for both midfielders and forwards in case we need to make transfers ahead of game week 9. So let's have a look at the watch list. So this is the watch list for game week 9. I really like Man City's fixtures for the next couple of game weeks. I just got Haaland in my team and I would love to double up with Phil Foden. Recently he has been given more minutes and Pep's comments after the games have been really promising. So Phil Foden at 5.5 ownership, he is probably a decent buy in game week 8. Johnson as well, he looks to be nailed right now for Spurs. Son is still injured, but I do believe that when Son is back, Johnson will probably keep getting good minutes on the right hand side. So Johnson at 4.5 and only 6.5 million is probably a decent buy considering Spurs are really attacking and they have decent fixtures for the next few game weeks. On the watch list I've also included Mbeumo. His ownership has started to grow. He is owned by 26% of the managers, but if you still don't have Mbeumo in your team, I really advise you to just bring him in. He is Brentford's talisman. Brentford is playing decent attacking football and he is on set pieces including penalties. So Mbeumo as a midfielder playing up top is a really good option right now. So if you still don't have him, my advice is to bring him in. The watch list for forwards, this is one of the most discussed themes in the FPL community right now. Which forward should we bring in? There are a lot of good options. And for me, those three are standing out. Solanke, I know that a lot have pointed out that he had a different role in Game Week 7. He was playing more like a CF or a number 10, but at the same time, he is the player with the highest expected goal involvement for the last 4 game weeks. So as mentioned, Johnson, Spurs, they are playing really attacking football, and if Solanke will continue playing up top for them, he will be involved in goals. Still only selected by 12% of the managers, and he has a kind price tag as well, 7.6, so I do believe that Solanke is a decent buy if you need a new forward. Wood is selected for the national team, so he is playing a long way away from England, but I do believe that he has enough time to come back, and he will also manage to get a few training sessions, so I think he will be fine. 6.2 million, even better. He's selected by 11%, so his expected goal involvement is actually not that great, but we know that when Wood gets a chance, he is really clinical, and he is also on penalties for Nottingham Forest. We thought that it would be Morgan Gibbs-White, but Wood has taken the penalty while Gibbs-White was on the pitch. So Wood on penalties, nailed on. They also started the game with both Wood and Avoni, so I do believe that Wood for the next couple of fixtures is a decent buy. So for the budget striker, which one is the best? I do like Vardy as well, and in my team I have Calvert-Lewin. I think both of them are decent, but when we consider the lapse ownership, only 4.5, and the fact that he is only priced at 5.6, I do believe that he is worth a punt considering Ipswich fixtures for the next game weeks. So Solanke, Wood, Delap, all decent buys right now, but let me know in the comments who do you think is the best budget forward in the game right now. Saka is once again a captain option for me. He is playing against Bournemouth away. They have kept 0 clean sheets, but actually when we take a closer look at their stats, we can see that they have only conceded 6 goals, and they have only had 8 big chances conceded, so they're actually pretty decent when it comes to their defense. They have also only conceded 44 shots and have an expected goal conceded of 4.22, which is actually 4th best in the league. So Bournemouth looks good on paper, but I do believe that they are a little bit underrated when it comes to their defensive ability. So Saka, a decent option, but he will probably not be my captain for game week 8. If you own Haaland, I do believe that there are no reason to try to be different in game week 8. He is playing against Wolves. They have kept 0 clean sheets. They have conceded the most goals in the league in the last 4 game weeks with 12. They have conceded 19 big chances and had 27 shots on target. When we take a look at their expected goals conceded, they are almost worst in the league in that category as well with 10.04. So for game week 8, I do believe that Haaland is the best captain option. I know I like to take a punt, but in game week 8, the captaincy will probably be on Haaland. Let me know in the comment section down below who will be your captain for game week 8.